All right, thanks, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Indianapolis Colts and the Tennessee Titans. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Got it. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Greystone, Travis. 54. Check, 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 check. Check, check, check. Hey, exit. Watch out. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Hey, let's go.
Throwing on first down. Costello firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 13 yards on the game's opening play.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Hey, it's just me and you. Go. Get it.
Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Todd Gurley, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdowns scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him.
Set, ready? 30 base.
Here's the first carry for Bo Scarborough. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10.
Check 99. Check the backer. General West. Hey, seam 6. Ready.
2nd and 10. He's going to air one out. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Bam. Shit. 20, go. 25. Check 25.
On first down, here's Breida. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. Run coverage, excellent there from the defensive end position.
How many times do we sit with coaches and they talk about a base defensive end, a guy who can anchor and play with leverage? We just saw a great example of it. And how about the bonus, tackling the runner for a loss?
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Matt Breida His first touchdown of the new season. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points get that 0 off the board. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Here we go on 2nd and 12. Now they go screen. It's complete. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Hey, wahoo! 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
From the gun, back. Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Let's go.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Getting the sense Charles are going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, it's working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's a run on 1st down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
At the 37-yard line. Check. Look at me. Go. Let's put that team on the puck. Check. Yes. Mike, 5-5. Smoke. Mike, 5-5. Tighten up.
Get it. Operating from the gun, Costello. He's got his man on the crossing route. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
That's a good-looking play to me. The big tight end on a crossing route coming underneath. Sometimes he can gain some serious momentum going forward, can he?
Yeah, he can indeed, and pretty well executed there.
Let's go. 18 Gator. Watch the screen. Switch. Set, go.
They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. I don't think Gurley got there. Looks like the defense held him back. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. He gets this away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. To throw on 2nd down. Beck going up top. And that's going to be knocked away and incomplete. And with it, time has expired on the 1st quarter. Ready for the 2nd quarter from Tennessee, and it's the homestanding Titans in possession as they've got it with a 3rd and 14 coming up. Throwing on 3rd and long. Beck into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
Well, Brandon, there's no question who they're going to look to on 3rd and long, but you can bet this defense knows that as well, so they've got him blanketed downfield. And this ball winds up being intercepted.
Set, ready? 90, Wolf. Let's make these babies. Go. Let's make these babies cry. 5. Check.
Room here to run. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
At the 6-yard line.
Down. 30 base. Leo. Let's see what you got. 6. Hey. High 7.
On 1st and goal, Gurley. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Todd Gurley. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that makes the score 21-0. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away.
The Titans take over. Let's go. At their own 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. Switch. Recon, 132 fighter. Watch the twins. Hey, Foxtrot. Let's go.
From the gun, Beck. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The sack coming from big Dalvin Tomlinson. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Looking to throw. Beck. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Hey, Haywood! Mike's 54! Mike's 54! Oh, yeah, I'm coming.
Operating from the gun. Beck. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
An attempt at a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go up and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
That's good for an Indianapolis first down on a gain of 10.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give the Colts 13 yards and a first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Let's go.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Bravo.
Back to throw. Costello. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack.
Here we go. Hey, Delta. Here we go.
2nd and 15. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the gun, Costello. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by John Johnson. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Beck, and he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Beck, he's going to air one out. And got his man complete. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
Looking to throw. Beck looking middle, and that's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 17 yards on that play for the Titans.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
This is Scarborough. And they'll get him down right around the 16. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls when you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1. The Titans on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 8. Operating from the gun. Back. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Josh Jackson. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Now the Titans will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. A dime look defensively here for the Titans on 3rd. Back to throw. Costello. And they'll set up the screen to Gurley. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd. Well, you can see what they wanted to do. They wanted to set up the screen there, but it got blown up.
It's hard to run that play if you're not getting a lot of pressure at the quarterback because the space doesn't open up. They were able to read that one and slow it down and stop it before they could get a first down.
.44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. Yeah, that's a 48-yard punt with a coverage holding him to 3 on the return. And the Titans will be backed up deep to begin the drive as they take over 1st and 10. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down. We know, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
And they'll get him down up past the 15, just shy of the 20. First down, Titans, gain of 12. This quarterback now just 7 of 15 so far, but he's got a 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Back. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. A big play there just before halftime. 57 yards. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Get ready, get ready, get ready. Let's go.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something to rush coming, and he's taken down. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Back to throw. Back. This will be caught by Brown. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now a give right side. McClellan. And spins away. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
60 or. Let's get it together. 22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber. They go.
They'll keep it on the ground. McClellan. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
And he hits his man, Matthews. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another 1st down at the Colts' 22-yard line.
218, chop.
On 1st down, Beck wants a screen pass. That's complete. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set them back for 2nd down. So they had the big loss on that 1st down pass play, and facing a 2nd and long. Letting one go deep for the end zone. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Hey, box truck. Now.
Off the play fake. Back. He gets it to Brown. Complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
90 full.
1st and goal at the 6.
Off play action. Back. The quick slant caught. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Mark Andrews, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Titans are able to close the gap just a bit. The extra point up and good. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
On the ready.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was pump the football because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing but control the game offensively. Put together some 1st downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 1st downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And they'll try the jet sweep here. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
To throw on 2nd down. Costello. Open man is Ross, complete. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Looking to throw. Costello, and this one into the hands of DJ Shark. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line.
2 yards on the pickup.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen?
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line.
But this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
And I think we've got a hold here. It's a 5-yard pickup for the moment. Let's see what our referee says. It's a loss of 10 yards on the play. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Back to throw. Beck. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
He's going deep for Brown. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Desmond King picks it. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. A big run there by Gurley. 63 yards on the ground.
1st down, Indianapolis.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Looking to throw. Costello. That'll be complete to Breida. And down inside the 15 he goes. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts 1st down. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Colts. They've got control of the football. They also have the lead as we start the 4th.
Bravo.
Out of the shotgun, Breida. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Colts on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 6.
Hey. Check right. Watch it, Hey, Charlie. Big series right here. So we got to step it up. Deep in.
From the gun, Costello. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
In a blink of an eye, that happened fast and a big sack. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go.
Switch up, switch up. Get.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Got a man open. It's Sutton. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Operating from the gun. Beck. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
He's going to let this one go deep. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same Surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. Well, at this stage of the game in the second half, down 3 scores, I guess they felt like they needed to push.
And let's face it, with this deficit, if they give up another score here after they didn't get it, does it really matter?
Right.
It really doesn't. They had to go and try and make something happen if they had any chance of winning this game.
And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. It'll be a gain of 17 and an Indianapolis first down. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. General West. 55,
back to throw. Costello, and he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. DJ Chark, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. That's fielded in the end zone.
The Titans take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, and my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 28, and he will score. Touchdown, Indianapolis. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. They'll try the left side. McClellan. And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. The Titans on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. 4th down now after a loss of 2. Up front, the struggles continue for this offense among the line. What can they do? Change the play calling? What?
I think part of that, yes, changing some of the play calls, some screens, some draws, some misdirection.
And now here is another interception. Desmond King picks it, and they will take over at the 26-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it, and that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
They go over the middle, and it's complete to start the drive. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts first down.
60 Pittsburgh. Go. Tell me what you got.
On 1st and 10, Costello. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper in the territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. All smiles right now on that sideline, isn't it?
As well there should be. It's hard to win a game in the NFL. We hear it all the time. We know that it's difficult. But guess who's smiling? But inside is thinking 24-hour rule because we're going to have to play again next week.
Boss man.
Oh, without a doubt. The head coach, he wants them to feel good, but at the same time, find a way to keep improving.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. They run. This is Scarborough. And he's got a first down and then some at midfield. And finally taken down at the 35-yard line. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
60 yards.
Now they'll run it with Scarborough. He'll be taken down well behind the line, and I think he might have just given those 4 yards right back. Continues to be a struggle for this offense and this home crowd. They're growing a little restless here in the second half.
And I think they've just got to look at how they're trying to move the football. Yeah, you want to run it, but maybe you spread it out, maybe some swing passes that can take the place of runs and give you a little more space.
And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Give him 16 yards there, a Tennessee first down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining. After seeing that, maybe time to go back to some downfield throws here.
Yeah, anything. Change it up, because the teams that win, the best teams, they're the ones that make adjustments. Doesn't mean you can't come back to what you thought you could get done sometimes when you...
And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it. But I do have one word for that touchdown for you, partner. You ready?
Yeah.
Cosmetics.
Just makes things look a little better. I don't know. It's like putting lipstick on a pig.
Yeah, and it's hard to do, too. And the pig doesn't like the lipstick a heck of a lot, but you do like the fact that they're battling down the stretch, still trying to put something on the board, even though this game is over.
By the way, how rude is that to the pig? Look at all the things they give us. Pulled pork, bacon.
Got it?
Mike, 55. Check, 55.
Now!
Watch the twist, watch the twist. Check.
Ready?
That one looks like he'll throw here. He's going to fire one deep left. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. And that one results in 35 yards.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Go there. 30 base.
First and goal at the 8-yard line.
So the challenge comes in inside of 2 minutes, and it gets overturned.
And it changes the whole format of what's about to happen, because both sides had thought a certain call had been made. Now they have to flip back and start over.
From the 2 now, second and goal. Second and 2. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
Come on now, let's go.
The Titans take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready, break.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Use that as ammo going
Exactly.
forward.
Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
He's checking Craig.
Right back to him on first down. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. Now the Titans will use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining.
At the 46-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's second and 8.
High 7.
And bring it. Mike's 54. Mike's 54. Here we go.
Yo, go.
Mike's 5-4. Mike's 5-4.
Right up.
Here's second and 8. Now a desperation throw deep. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 19. And a very good return as he'll take it all the way up to the 40-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high?
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jeffrey Simmons. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. They go counter with Breida. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up third down. But Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, with